Hey sweets, and welcome back to my channel. I have sculpted my hair for an extra special occasion. It is All Stars, baby. Now, similarly to my previous All Stars ranking of All Stars 1, this one is going to be a shorter video than usual because there are less lip syncs to rank, and you know, that's just, it comes naturally with it. But the next season, which is season 9, has a lot of lip syncs to cover, so that will hopefully make up for it. I'm super excited about this video, so I hope you enjoy it, and without any further ado, let's get into it. In 8th place, we have episode 2, All Stars Snatch Game, which is Alaska vs Katya to Le Freak, Freak Out by Chic, where Alaska wins, eliminating Tatiana. Okay, tell me if I'm missing something, but I really didn't find this lip sync as entertaining as Ru did. I love both Alaska and Katya, but this one just, it's hard for me to wrap my head around. My first issue is the distinct lack of Katya in this. When I first watched this, I knew Alaska would win because of A, her being the focal point, and B, the storyline of Rotox being in the bottom. Would she eliminate her friends? Would she eliminate Tatiana because she's the safe choice? Who knows? My second issue is Alaska breaking the rules by touching and disrupting Katya and then not losing for it. I mean, it's messy, but I feel like if it was anyone other than Alaska, they would have been red for it. And because we barely get to see anything of what Katya does, especially towards the end of the song, but then what Alaska does is kind of cringy. When it came to choosing the best part, I went with Alyssa and Ginger getting their life in the background. That sounds so shady, but I mean, every time I watch it, I find myself giggling at them too and not the actual lip sync. In 7th place, we have episode 6, Drag Fish Tank, which is Alaska vs Katya to Cherry Bomb by Joan Jett and the Black Hearts, where Alaska wins, eliminating Tatiana. Again. This one's only slightly better than the previous because we get to see more of what Katya does. However, this one is so low because Alaska straight up broke the rules by licking Katya, and you can kind of tell it made Katya uncomfortable because immediately she goes to the other side of the stage. And I think she's like, yeah, this has happened before. Alaska has interrupted my performance. I'm getting out of here. But Katya's attitude was right, her look was right, her moves were right, and it all just worked. But Alaska won because America. On the other hand, Alaska did pick it up by the end of the song. This lip sync just winds me up because of the favoritism. I mean, a lot of people like to say that All Stars 2 was written for Alaska to win. I don't think it was, but I think she was someone that they definitely wanted to win. And this is kind of that production slipping through very obviously. But the best part for me is Katya's aggressive ass split in the beginning of the song. In 6th place, we have episode 7, Family That Drags Together, which is Detox vs Katya to Step It Up by RuPaul featuring Dave O'Day, where Detox wins, eliminating Alyssa Edwards. Now this one's strange because the song is a weird song to lip sync to. I mean, it's a dance track, but with a strange beat, so the queens couldn't really do much, movement-wise. Again, like the other two, we don't see much Katya, especially in the second half, but she has to lip-sync against Detox's ass, so it's no surprise, really. I mean, that takes up plenty of television time. Detox looks gorgeous, and her reveal is epic, and of course we get a taste of her iconic, jaw movement, and Katya looks hilarious in that outfit. I absolutely love it. And the best part for me is Katya's delivery of the Henny build-up in the song. I absolutely adore that part. It's hilarious, and it's so on brand for Katya. In 5th place, we have episode 8, All Stars Supergroup, which is Alaska vs Detox vs Katya to If I Were Your Woman by Gladys Knight and the Pips, where Alaska is crowned the winner. We get to see very different performances from what these three queens would normally do, and all three really fight here because I think there really was a sense of anybody could win. And they all bring something different and unique to the table, and literally any of them could have been in the Drag Race Hall of Fame. It's a roller coaster of an episode with the legendary Reggie Wrote You performance earlier on, and then it's concluded with this really emotional and dramatic performance. And the best part for me is when Alaska smears her makeup to show her imperfections and her flaws, but also her desperation for the crown at the end of the road. In fourth place, we have episode 4, Drag Movie Sequels, which is Alaska versus Fifi O'Hara to Got to Be Real by Cheryl Lynn, where Alaska wins and eliminates Alyssa Edwards. I love Fifi's performance style, especially in this performance, and she really embodies this type of song. Her attitude is right, her moves are perfect with the genre, her facial expressions are so cute, and she looks beautiful. And it's great to see Alaska's callback to Lil Pancake from season 5, and her execution of this and her characterization is just flawless. It's brilliant. And the song and the lip sync is a lot of fun, and I actually do really quite enjoy it. And the best part for me is when Alaska pulls those hilarious facial expressions to the build-up climax of the song. You know which part I mean. But I do really like this one. It's very entertaining. And yeah, I really, really like it. In third place, we have episode 3, Herstory of the World, which is Alyssa Edwards versus Detox to Tell It to My Heart by Taylor Dane, where Alyssa Edwards wins and eliminates Ginger Minj. Alyssa's performance is quintessential Alyssa, with hair flips, splits, kicks, shablams, attitude, facial expressions, dance, and, of course, Alyssa's dance corner. Detox doesn't really do much, but it's such a unique and interesting fantasy because of that incredible silver robot runway. I mean, come on. It looks like both queens also really look like they're having a good time with the performance, and I think that's a really key, important part in a lip sync. The queens have got to have fun with it, otherwise it's kind of boring, but with this one they both had a really good time. And the best part for me is when Alyssa throws herself onto her side and then slides into a high kick. I don't know the professional term for this kind of dance move, but that's as close as I can get, really. But I do really like that, and it's a move that I'd never really want to try and do because I feel like I would break my rib cage, but let's leave it to the professionals. In second place, we have episode 1, Talent Show Extravaganza, which is Roxy Andrews versus Tatiana to Shake It Off by Taylor Swift, where Roxy Andrews wins and sends home Coco Montrese. I like this one for the storyline that both Roxy and Tatiana are fighting for their redemption, being that they are better than what they showed on their respective original seasons on a personal level, and trying to connect more with the audience. And they both managed that within the very first episode of All Stars 2. And speaking of queens having a really good time, girl, these two have the time of their lives. They both have the right energy for the song, and the song fits perfectly with their redemption arcs. And the best part for me is when both queens point to the judges panel on the fella over there line. You know me, I'm a sucker for synchrony. Now, as always, I'm just going to take this moment to say a quick thank you for watching my videos. I keep gaining subscribers, and it's crazy that people are finding my content and enjoying it and helping out. And honestly, I can't thank you guys enough for how this is going. I'm so happy with my channel. I'm so happy with the community. And honestly, it's so much fun. It's so much fun for me. I love creating content and entertaining other people, so I'm glad you're enjoying what I'm doing. If you like this video, please feel free to give a little like to tell me that you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're feeling nice. As always, my social media is in the description. I have my Instagram and my Twitter always linked down there if you want to come and follow me on a more personal level. I also post updates when I am going to upload. So if you want to follow me on there, you won't miss out on anything. Now, let's get on to the number 1 spot. In first place, we have episode 5, Revenge of the Queens, which is Alyssa Edwards versus Tatiana to Shut Up and Drive by Rihanna, where both Alyssa and Tatiana win and send home Fifi O'Hara. I mean, come on, everything about this lip sync is legendary. They both deliver on the energy and the sexiness of the song, encompassing the lyrics and dancing perfectly with one another. They are both so in tune with what each other's doing, and their synchrony is unmatched. Even their outfits are similar, like in some sort of alternate reality version of each other. Although Tatiana kind of did that in the previous lip sync as well with Roxy. They were wearing similar things, but like alternate reality versions. It is literal perfection, and I'm so glad that both of them got to return to the competition after this, and it is such a stellar episode. I mean, the queens get to come back, 2 queens return, they both eliminate Fifi, you know, the face crack moment in the mirror, it's so good. This episode is brilliant. And the best part of this lip sync is when Tatiana falls on her back and Alyssa jumps into the split. They both do that at the same time. You know, like I said earlier, I love it when queens do the exact same thing. And of course, Carson's hilarious reaction, which is like a drag race meme. So that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Like I said earlier, it's a bit of a shorter one, but I hope I made up for it a little bit more, especially with my styled hair. Up next, as I said earlier, is Season 9, another one of my favourite seasons. Legendary queens, Nina Bonina Brown, Sasha Velour, Shea Coulee. I could go on for ages, but I'm super excited for that one, and that one will be out on Friday. Take good care of yourselves. I can't wait to see you again very soon. Drink plenty of water, and I'll catch you in the next one.